Something I mentioned, or I forgot to mention in the last video, is make sure if the save button is up on your toolbar, you click save before exiting. So we had created this lovely website about yourself and your favorite things. You're going to then come in here to the style. Okay, style. We're going to actually delete what's there. So go ahead and delete what is already there. Okay. The first thing we're going to do is make a selector for the body tag. Okay, so you have in your index, you have this tag called body. I can see it here on line 6, and I can see the other body tag here on mine on line 28. Yours might be on different lines. So I'm going to style the body. We're going to give our body a background. And it will come up, hopefully. The background you're going to choose is you're going to click on your photo that you added. You're going to choose one of these color codes that you have in your photo. So I'm actually going to choose the darker. I think I'm going to put the black for mine. So I'm going to choose this code right here, the dark color, copy it, come back to my style. I'm going to type background and then going to put that code and then a semicolon. Okay. Now my font has disappeared because it's also black, but that's fine. I'm going to change the color of my font. You might want black, you might want whatever. You can use words, but we're going to use the numbers from the picture. So I'm going to actually use the light color. So you're going to pick another one of the colors from your image and use it for your font. Copy, come over to your style, and next to color, type it, and semicolon. So now I should see my font again. Okay. We're going to do something to the H1. So now I'm going to exit that. I have those open brackets. Those brackets are found right next to your P key, shift, and the keys next to your P key, body, open bracket, and the close bracket at the end of our list. I'm going to type the H1 with those open and closed brackets. We're going to make this font size, colon, and choose 75. Let's see what happens at 75. And then the px for pixels, and that should blow your font up nice and neat. Okay. Maybe you want your H1 a different color than the rest of yours, so we can type color. And we're going to come in to our photo again, and I'm going to choose maybe the darker brown from my photo. Copy, and come over to my style and color. Okay. So that now that's a different color than the rest of my text, semicolon at the end. The next thing I want to play with is my image, IMG, open brackets. We said we wanted to shrink this. So width, and you might need to blow yours up or shrink it. You're going to pick a number in pixels, 300. I'm going to try 300 pixels. I like that better. You can play around with the size you like. We're also going to put a border around this. So I'm going to type border, and I'm going to type solid 3px, and I'm going to type, you can choose a color, for instance, gold, or you might want, I'm going to do white on mine because that will set it off. You can either type the color, or again, you can use a number. If you want a number other than one that's in your picture, you can type in something to the internet like hex code finder, and use a hex code picker. And these will give you colors as well. You can scroll through different colors at a hex code picker. Okay, so I'm going to come back to my code. Okay, so I want to play around. I actually want that border a little thicker, so you can change this number if you want. I like 6 pixels. There you go. Okay, another thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to come in here and type on my, and I can hit save if it appears, but I don't have save yet. Okay, I'm going to do something to my heading on my list. Maybe I do, that's my H2, open brackets, and maybe I make this font size, make this one 50. Okay. And maybe I make the list a little bigger too. So that's my OL, and font size, what's messed up, out of that, font size 25px. Let's see what that does. That looks better. Good. You can play around with, maybe you want this question down here. So the H4, maybe I'm going to make that a little bigger too, that question. So maybe that one is font size 25, maybe 15 down here, bottom. I actually want it a little bigger, so maybe that one would be 25 too. Okay. Why does that one? Oh, it's 50. Okay, so that's the same as those. I'm going to play with this input box. I'm going to give it padding of 10 pixels. Okay, scroll down. It's a little bigger now. I'm also going to add a margin bottom of 20 pixels. Okay, so that gives me, actually I'm going to make, let's do 200 pixels and see what that does. I like that better. It gives me some more scroll room down there. Okay. One thing now I notice, I don't have any way for people to type, like tell me what they want in here and to type. So we're going to come back to our HTML for a minute. So come back to your index. With that input box, I'm now going to come into that same tag that we typed. And after the box, I'm going to say placeholder. Okay. Equals, with the quotations, I'm going to type your answer. Okay, I'm going to do that. And then I'm also going to come down one more line and I'm going to make a button. Button, tag, enter, submit. Let's do submit. And a close button tag. And let's take a look at how much better that looks. So now I have a button. Now I need to style that button because it looks awkward, tiny next to that. I'm going to come back to my style and I'm going to make a selector for button. And I gave padding to my input button. So I'm going to give padding of 10 pixels also to my button to make it thicker. See, now it looks nice. You can change the background of the button. And maybe you want to make it one of the colors from here. I might make it this tan color, like the font. Copy. And come into the style. And semicolon. Okay, now I'm going to look at it. Now that looks cute to me. There's words in here that tell me what I'm supposed to type here. I've got that submit button. Maybe you want a border around it. Maybe I want, with my image, I'm going to do one other thing to my image. I want to make it so not so square. So, and I forgot a semicolon right there. I'm going to put border radius. And I'm going to put like 25px. And that just curls those edges a little bit. You can see it rounds those edges. Okay, so this is basically what your website should look like. One other thing you could do is change the font family. And maybe I want, and you can choose from the drop-down menu or type your own. I might type Bradley. I don't know if that would work. It's not going to work, Miss Watts. Sometimes you can look at a font. So web safe font loose comic. I wanted Comic Sans, for instance. It has to be a web safe font to use it on this app. So let me just look up one. I thought I had, oh, here we go. So Miss Watts might take, where's the one? Oh, Bradley, that's the one I wanted. Bradley hand. Bradley, copy. That didn't do what I wanted. Bradley hand. I think I need parentheses around it, maybe. No, that didn't help, Miss Watts. Let me see. Bradley. course, Miss Woods, this will be, Miss Woods made this much harder on herself. There we go, standard font family. This is what I want. Let's see if that works for Miss Watts. It probably won't, and then I will just do something different, but I just wanted to see if we can get this to work. There we go. I kind of changed it. You can also play around with the options they give you. I wonder if you can do cursive. That looks cute. I like that. Okay. And again, so this is what it should look like after your CSS. Again, if the save button is up there, hit save. Otherwise, it's already saved for you, and you are good to submit an image of it. But I'll help you do that. Thank you.